It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And the spotlight is on the Cardinals' electric quarterback. He was terrific a week ago, well over 400 yards passing. It's the Cardinals and the Giants, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. And now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Rondale Moore, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Giant defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they're going to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They keep on the ground with Elliott.
Down to the 22-yard line.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 19 carries, 138 yards, and a touchdown.
But they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
the 22 now. Here's the 2nd down and 6. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants 16. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try and run forward with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Running with Elliott. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A much different 2nd drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the 2nd one.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
There were moments where Thibodeau really flashed and looked like an absolute monster as a rookie. Finished 4th in the Rookie of the Year voting. And if he gets more consistent in year 2, look out. His numbers will be big time.
Second and long. He's got a man, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 81 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he's loose again. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
Pass complete to Moore.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Still going. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got to be pretty happy over on that sideline.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there want to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from their pass rush, it allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
Yeah, now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the 2nd quarter. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start out in the Golden State, California. North meeting South. San Francisco heading to SoFi to take on LA. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. The Niners seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Geno Smith, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. We saw the vet with plenty left, Ezekiel Elliott, putting together a strong first half. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is caught. It's blown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. A good pickup there at 22. They'll look to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Most collegiate injury woes pop back up in his 2nd NFL season, holding him to 8 games. Yet he's still nearly matched totals from his entire rookie season. This is the year he expects to prove that he can be the electric playmaker that the Cardinals drafted.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Like my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Back to throw here. Flush to his right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's got room to roam.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Running off tackle with Elliott. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in?
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
He'll drop to throw.
And he is caught.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around, they're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Back to throw now on first down. And this will be caught. He'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling but inside is thinking 24-hour war because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Arizona, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.